it looks like some of the biggest streamers on this platform are getting big money to go over there to kick. XQC got $100 million fucking dollars. $100 million to go to kick. Do you realize how much money that is? It's insane. That's one of the biggest deals of all time to go to kick. Amaranth has gone over to Kick also. Amaranth is now on Kick. She made an announcement video.
Twitch star sends $100 million deal.
Is that really how she sits at her computer? Damn, maybe I should try that because I got some back problems. Okay, let me stick out my ass. Hold on. Oh my lord, I think my back hurts more doing that. I'm gonna hurt myself. Okay. Okay. Okay, just make sure everyone can see my ass. Okay.
Twitch star sends $100 million rival platform.
Is this... Yeah, okay. I think I'm actually gonna throw out my back doing this. I'm not in the right outfit for this.
So, the $100 million deals have started. Can I get one of those?
Whoa, wait, is that how you get? Wait. Wait, who does she call?
What?
I don't have anyone like that on my phone. Nobody writes me. How do I get the $100 million deal too? Here's the thing though, right? Look what happened to Mixer. Mixer had paid a shitload of money to get Ninja on there. And Mixer went down the drain. Really. Because they still didn't have enough viewership. Like, I think right now Kick has like 1% to 7% of the viewership that Twitch currently has, which is going to be expected of any competitor platform. But it's going to take more than just bringing over the big boys for their platform to do well. Her viewership already dropped like 70% since she's in there. Yeah, but they're gonna pay you way more to be on Kick. Like, I think that the revenue split is 95% to the streamer, which is huge. Twitch is giving 50-50. And not only that, but you can get your payout, I think, like the same day if you want, instead of having to wait each month like Twitch makes you do. So in terms of, yeah, like, I think they're doing that because they know that you're going to take a hit if you go over there, but they need to make it worth it. They need to sweeten the pot a little bit. But still, like, it's going to be about how well can Kick offer like organic growth to people on that platform. You can be, yeah, that's the other thing. The 95-5 split, there's no way that that's going to go on forever. This is something that we've seen time and time again with companies where when they launch, they give out a really good deal. It sounds really good. They like massively undercut the biggest competitors, so everybody wants to go over there. And then after it grows enough, it gets worse. So that's basically, like, that happened with Airbnb, right? Airbnb is a good example because with Airbnb, when Airbnb started, it was a competitor to the hotels. Way cheaper, better service, way less bullshit, you know, get in and out really quickly. The convenience was there, the price points were there. And so Airbnb got very popular for this reason. And then as time went on and Airbnb became a behemoth in its own right, the service got worse and more expensive. And now it's like it's worse than hotels in most cases. Like the fees, the cleaning fees, all the corporate shit that's in it now, it's as bad, if not worse, than hotels. To the point that Airbnb is even banned in a lot of cities because it's completely fucking up their city. This is like probably the center of the whole debate and argument about Kick right now. Valley Alert, who I love, said, yo, just in case anyone tries to confuse you, Kick is directly backed by unregulated crypto gambling. It exists to further metastasize a cancer on society that it directly profits from. It is a response to Twitch banning that sort of gambling content. Now, I know where Bellular's coming from with this, and he is not wrong that there is unregulated gambling on Kick, and it is backed by that. That is true. Because, I mean, really, who else is going to have the money to directly compete with a subsidiary of Amazon? Really. Who else has, like, in this economy, who the fuck else is going to have this kind of cash just laying around? Casinos. Casinos are the people that have the money to compete with Twitch. Or Google. So, while I understand where he's coming from, the fact is, Twitch has not banned gambling at all. Like, if gambling bothers you, then Twitch should bother you also. Because there's a shitload of gambling going on Twitch. The only thing that Twitch banned was the unregulated gambling that could get them sued. Basically, they just didn't want anyone streaming the gambling content from a country where they're not allowed to do that because they don't want to get sued. It wasn't an ethical reasons. It wasn't moral stance that Twitch made. It's purely just that, like, legal reasons. And so Twitch still has a shitload of gambling on the site. Twitch has a sports betting. It's got it's a lot of that there already. I think only YouTube doesn't allow the gambling content. So for me, I don't know. Like, I feel like they're both kind of shit. Honestly, I think it's a bit weird to put Twitch up on, like, oh, Twitch is better than Kick. Twitch is on this, like, moral high ground compared to Kick, because it's really not. I think at the end of the day, most people do not give a shit whether or not the gambling content that's being streamed is unregulated or regulated. Motherfuckers are going to delude themselves, try to delude you. That's about anything other than that. I don't agree with this, really. I don't agree that it's about anything other than gambling. I think it's about a lot other than just the gambling and the gambling money. I do. I think it's about the revenue split. It's about creators having an alternative to Twitch. And I think most viewers care. I honestly think that most viewers care about how much money of my $5 sub, or how much of the donation money will go directly to the cause that I want. Like, if I'm going to spend $5 on a sub because I like the streamer, then I want to ensure that the most of that goes to the streamer. I think that's probably how most viewers are looking at it. And so that's one of the big benefits that Kick offers. I'm a person who, I'm a really big believer in personal responsibility, individual responsibility, and you taking care of your own kids. Like, that doesn't mean that companies are off the hook for marketing dangerous shit to children. Obviously, that's on them, and I do think that some regulation is needed and intelligent to have. But also, you can't expect every company and every advertiser and every government in the whole world to make sure that everything is perfectly marketed and doesn't market to children in any way, so that way your child doesn't accidentally wander into something they're not supposed to be part of and blow up your credit card. Like, I feel like at the end of the day, that's your fault. That's your kid. And you need to know what they're doing on the iPad. You need to know what they're doing with your credit card. Honestly. Like, I just don't know. I feel like a lot of times people are just passing the buck, and saying, oh, well, it's not my fault as a parent that this happened to my child, that my 8-year-old kid got addicted to a gambling app. It is your fault. Oh, no, but it's not my fault because they were watching streams and the streams was promoting gambling and made it seem okay. Well, you didn't know they were doing that. How long were they doing that before it became a problem? I feel like a lot of solutions start at home. That's really my take on it. And again, it doesn't mean that companies should just have free reign to, have Mickey Mouse at the casino or whatever in their commercials. Okay, like, I get it. You can't have a commercial where Elsa's at the Casino de Monte Carlo doing roulette. Like, obviously no. But I think a lot of times people just want to push all that responsibility off on government and regulation, companies, and this is like a road to nowhere. This is just a road to nowhere, and it's just going to get. There's no way to completely remove it all. Like, gambling is never going to go away. I get that there's some big concerns with it, just like there are big concerns with Twitch. But ultimately, I think that having a competitor to Twitch is good. It's overall very good. I think that they're probably going to have to work out a lot of shit in the short term, and when they're just getting started and just growing, mostly with organic growth, with discoverability, basically all the things that Twitch is really shitty at. Because I've heard people say, oh, well, the reason that Twitch is so good is because streamers can grow through Twitch. That's why Twitch is such an excellent platform. Because someone who is a new streamer can build their audience completely through Twitch, and they can pop off directly through Twitch. I don't know if that's entirely the case, because I don't. You need to actually go from zero to hero on Twitch. You need networking, luck of like people paying attention to you, and most likely a presence on other platforms like YouTube or big podcasts or literally anywhere else. That's like any other platform that's better at discoverability for you. You need that, and then Twitch would be a place where people can come to find you after they heard about you from either a bigger streamer or from YouTube or from some other place on the internet. But Twitch, all by itself, acting like it's this amazing place where small streamers get discovered and they grow organically from scratch is just false. I think it's completely untrue. And that's something that Kick is going to have to address also. And I think that, and I memed about it a minute ago, but really, even though I'm memeing on it here, I do think this is a pretty significant reason why people will either take Kick seriously or not. Like, they need to have it be a self-sustaining engine for growth for new creators. And maybe some of that will be because of better compensation deals for the streamer. That maybe will give streamers more time to devote to the platform. That could be a limiting factor for a lot of people on Twitch. I don't know. But I think addressing that and addressing the moderation on the site, figuring out what they actually want to allow, what they don't want to allow. I kind of have this feeling like they've started Kick with this idea of this whatever you guys want to do to run, like however you want to run your stream is fine. It's sort of this laissez-faire approach. Whatever you feel is best for your stream and your community is fine. We're going to be real hands-off, not have too many restrictions. That's all well and good in the beginning, but I think that they will come to see as time goes on how nasty things can get if they do not do any kind of regulation of what people can actually put on there. Because that feels like a very naive concept to start with. And they're going to have a pretty rude awakening relatively soon when more and more disgusting, heinous shit ends up being streamed on their website. Or they end up getting sued for some insane, disgusting stuff that people put on there without any moderation or without very much moderation. So that's a hard lesson that I think that they will learn inevitably. They don't seem real clear on it yet, which is a big red flag. But I hope they learn fast. I hope they learn before something terrible happens. That's my main overview of the situation. As a streamer, I'm of course I'm curious, I'm interested, and I'm overall hopeful that Twitch will have a big competitor. I think the biggest good thing that could come is Twitch gets a real competitor. Truly, that's going to be an unambiguously good result for everybody. Everybody. Even if you don't want to go to Kick, even if you think Kick sucks, even if you don't like people involved with Kick, that's all fine. But even if that's the case and you love Twitch and you love creators on Twitch, I think that you should be glad and want to see competition in the marketplace, because we have already seen so many times how a lack of competition in a space funnels everybody into the worst service imaginable. Look at Reddit right now. right? Look at Twitter. There's no great alternatives to these things. And yeah, people might piddle around on Mastodon or whatever the fuck, but the services are dog shit. And they're getting worse. And it's because there's not great alternatives. So I feel like being real picky and like doing the purity test on a promising new challenger in the ring is not doing anybody any favors on Twitch or anywhere in the streaming space. So